A new solar plant under construction promises to bring thousands of jobs to the Golden Triangle.
Then, how one organization brought thousands of students together at the hump this week.
And later, tired of political messaging, we delve into the psychology of election fatigue.
Your Take 30 News starts right now.
Cut. And cue 'em.
Welcome to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. Thank you for joining us today.
All right, and
The
cut.
Columbus Police Department
Perfect.
hosted its National Night Out event on Tuesday, and I attended and socialized with many law enforcement officers.
Roll it. Cut.
I mean, you feel the energy from when we step on the parking lot to the music, the fellowship, the atmosphere of the people here. It's electric. It's awesome, electric.
That has totally happened to
Joe
me
McKinney,
before,
a
by the
Columbus
way,
resident
in
attended
real life,
National Night Out
IRL.
on Crime, said events like these are what brings a community together.
Like a family reunion. That's the atmosphere we want, and that's what we have, a family reunion.
The Columbus community gathering today to form relationships with their
Yeah,
local
so it'll
community
be
leaders.
Aubrey on
This
3,
event being celebrated
and
with
Raylen
praise
on
and
1.
worship music,
And when
good
Raylen's
food,
done
and entertainment
doing
like
her
Dungeon
tag, she's
Craft
going to have
or
to
bouncy
lean. Yep,
castles
there you
for
go.
the
So she's got
children.
it. Perfect.
The Columbus Police Department partnered with other law enforcement agencies and public safety partners from the public, nonprofit, and business sectors to participate in this event.
A lot of people don't know how to take the first step to get help, so I feel like it's important for us to be here to help them take that first step.
The workers from Pines and Katy Hill Recovery Center said they had one goal.
My goal is just to be help one person that's in need and actually get them the treatment, get them into our facility, get them graduated onto a
30
sober
seconds,
living,
stand by.
and have a successful sober life.
Several resources were on site for the community in hopes to help anyone who might need it.
That's all it's about. Getting to know your people, getting to know them.
15.
I know Chief Police. He knows me. We're connected.
Citizens were given
All right,
a chance
stand by.
to get to know the
Coming up
officers
on One
as
Shot with
people
Raylen.
first, and then people with badges second.
And cut. Cue
This
her.
event happens twice a year at the Columbus
Stand by.
Police
1 shot on
Department.
Aubrey. Cut.
And Mississippi currently holds the
Yeah, it
highest
worked.
poverty rate and lowest labor force participation rate
Stand by
in the
package.
nation. But several economic developments within the state may be working to combat this crisis.
Roll it. Cut.
It feels like I kind of have to leave the state for a few years first. It's just a little tough with jobs.
I asked the 62 students in that class how many of them plan to stay in Mississippi, and only 2 of them raised their hand.
Yeah.
A
That's
lack
true.
of opportunity.
It's a good package.
This is the reason that many college students and the younger working class are choosing to leave the Magnolia State.
They're wanting to go to Dallas or to Denver or to San Francisco. You know, it's just
I mean, I don't want to be here.
a lot different economic situation for a lot of folks.
That's typical. People want to leave,
This
but
is
I
very
think
topical.
part of my job is
This is
to
good.
create jobs that give kids a chance to stay here if they want to.
Many
You've got
state
my
leaders
look
hope
like.
Mississippians will be convinced to stay by the increased job creation thanks to several up-and-coming developments, including a new solar facility in Clay County.
When we have construction
Second.
jobs, that's sort of a sign to everyone that goes around it that things are going pretty well.
Construction of Origis Energy's 3,500-acre solar farm is currently underway as it began just over a month ago. The facility is expected to be complete mid-2025, but in the meantime, this project has generated nearly 300 new construction jobs.
We're moving the needle. We've been doing this about 21 years, and we're between 10 and 11 billion dollars.
I've interviewed that guy for WCBI before. He's
And over
hilarious.
10,000 jobs, and none of those are minimum wage paying jobs.
Joe Max Higgins is the CEO of the Golden Triangle Development Link, and he says once the $200 million solar facility becomes operational, it will also produce significant tax revenue for the county and local school district.
We'll pay the schools for the first 10 years about $500,000 a year in taxes, and they'll pay the county about $500,000 in taxes. In year 11, that number tripled.
Higgins says though Mississippi is still nearly 10 points below the national labor force participation rate, economic developments like this solar facility is just another step in the right direction.
Our goal is to grow the tax base and to create jobs for opportunities, and at the
Stand by,
end of
Raylen
the
and
day,
Aubrey.
improve the quality of life of
Coming
people
up
who live here.
on
We're still
camera 2.
rural, we're still poor, but this region is doing better than probably a lot of places in the state, and it's our job
Stand
to
by.
make sure we keep it going.
And cut.
This solar facility is projected to provide clean
Standby weather.
energy to over 45,000 homes and businesses when everything is up and running.
Looks great.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us that story, Aubrey. Well, now we turn to our Take 30 meteorologist, Anthony
Wish we
Bordanaro.
could do something about that
Anthony,
headroom, but
how's the weather looking for Bulldog Bash tonight?
cut.
Well, I'm expecting ludicrously great conditions for it.
awesome.
Even if
He's doing
you're
great.
not
He's
going to
doing
the
great.
concert, maybe going for a night ride, a bike
Just
ride,
looks a
something
little
like
short
that,
with
it
that
is
camera
great
shot,
for
but
it. There's some clouds in the
it's
area,
okay.
but all the
We're
rain
already there.
is staying off to the south
Times?
and east, thankfully. So we're looking at crystal clear skies right now, and as we head into the nighttime, temperatures won't fall off too much. You'll still be kind of that humid feel outside, but you're definitely not going to need the
15.
The rain boots. Cowboy boots are definitely going to be appropriate. Maybe some short sleeves as well. Now,
8,
this will
7,
kind of be the case over the next couple of days,
and 5,
but then we'll get some cooler weather coming
3,
up. I'll have those details
2,
coming up in just
1.
a few minutes.
Cut.
Thanks so much for that, Anthony.
Wish that camera
We
shot
now
looked better,
turn
but it's
to
okay.
our Brandon Bell, who is out in the field at Bulldog Bash. Brandon?
Roll it. Cut.
Hello, I'm Brandon Bell with Take 30 News. Here I am
Sorry,
live
blew off your
at the
eardrums, everybody.
of Bulldog Bash here for 2024.
Yeah, I didn't do
about
any
to
pad at the
welcome
beginning.
Ludacris. I've talked to some student workers that are working hard to make sure that everything's set up for the vendors.
Right now we're setting up the tables and tents and whatever for Root Market, which is from 3:30 to 6. So yeah, really excited about it.
And I've also talked to local business and how they're preparing and what they're doing, and if they're excited for the incoming
awesome.
traffic for tonight.
I love it. As a business owner, I love it on the play weekend. So it's really great. Got another crowd coming in this weekend. It's like the 8th home ball game. It's the 8th home ball game for me. So yeah, it's exciting. It's going good.
Behind me you can see the stage is being built, and we have all the lighting and sound people also out here getting set up. It really looks great. The energy is excitable. I think people are ready to see this happen. I believe doors open at 7 o'clock tonight. It's free, the largest free
Stand by, everybody.
Outdoor concert in Mississippi.
Coming up
will
on
be
the two
happening
shot.
tonight in Stark, Vegas.
And I'm Brandon Bell, live with Take 30 News. Back to you, Raylen and Aubrey.
And
Thanks, Brandon.
Take
You
it.
can visit Bulldog Bash's Instagram for a full schedule and list of policies for the show tonight.
Coming up, a traveling
There you go.
student conference packed the hump with over 6,000
Aubrey says
students
don't go
this
away.
week. We will have all the details.
Don't go away.
roll. Perfect, and we added the black we were supposed to do. That was good.
World's oceans.
I love that, guys.
Veterinary
Good job,
students at
everybody.
Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable
Good job.
marine
It's awesome.
mammals.
Good job,
Through a
everybody.
unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the
Yeah,
chance
no,
of life.
totally. If you need to cross through,
Real-time
cross through.
research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic
Tell everybody
technology
to stand by
is
on the
helping
floor.
innovate for solutions while improving
15.
treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of
Stand by,
discovery for
2 shot.
Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now, thanks to this
Stand by at 5.
game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
Cut.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. Thank you for
Cut
joining
to
us.
1.
In an effort to unite Mississippi
Perfect.
this week, one national group hosted MSU Bulldogs for a night of worship. Our Michael Cassidy attended this event and has the story.
Roll it. Cut.
It was amazing.
Thanks, guys.
I loved it. I don't even know
That's
yet.
good.
I go to Ole Miss, so I'm glad I took the time to come out.
For the camera shot on
Mississippi State
3,
University
Breland, if you
hosted
could
the
tell the
Christian
camera
Greek
operator to
Unitas
tilt
inside
down.
of Hempstead Coliseum on Tuesday.
3.
This event is just incredible.
Founded in 2023 at Auburn University, Unitas aims to assist college students in fostering a community of trust and communication.
We are seeing God do things on college campuses that can only happen by God. And students who are being saved, baptized, free, getting connected. It's just been unbelievable.
It says 1 shot.
Besides a variety of Christian rock music, Unitas volunteers deliver 2 sermons discussing topics like
I see you
addiction
put
and
camera
mental
keys in.
health issues.
Coming here and seeing like so many people show up
They're here
and
and
just
corrected it.
glorify the Lord and be able to come and like pray for our campus, and the amount of students that were here and that just let their hearts guide them and direct them and pray over our campus and the students and the people that were saved. it was amazing to watch that God
No,
was
I
here.
think everything so far has looked awesome.
In addition to the sermon they gave tonight, United Mississippi is offering free baptisms to anyone who wants them outside of the Coliseum.
I would say that God is doing something in this nation, and it's starting with college students.
United's plans to go to 3 more colleges in the month of October. In Starkville, with Take 40 News, I'm Michael Cassidy.
You're doing just fine. And cut.
United is expected to head
Stand
to
by
the
3.
University of Mississippi next week to give another sermon.
Make her smile. We're good. Just smiling and cut.
Well, it is fall, but it's certainly not feeling like fall. We're under a very
I wanna see
humid
after
air
this.
mass. When should all this change? I'll have those details coming up in my full forecast.
Just hold it. And cut. Commercial. I don't know how that happened. That was weird.
Discovery. It tells our history and determines
It's all right.
our future.
All right, we've made it to the C block, everybody. Congratulations.
Unlocking and understanding of
Got a
the past.
2-minute break here.
Validating. Middle East exploration by faculty and students is uncovering evidence that unravels ancient mysteries.
You've got 2:30
Scholars
for
have
this.
long thought of the biblical
You'll do
kings
great. Give me a
David
thumbs
and
up if you're
Solomon
feeling
as
good.
mythological
Let's
figures.
go. Thank you.
Our research offers evidence that supports their existence, boosting
We've got
MSU
like a
into
2-minute
an
break if you need to run in
international
here and
league
do
of
something.
experts on archaeology.
Are you good?
Now we're changing the way people think about the past, opening up new possibilities of understanding for future generations. Digging deeper, learning more.
Time? Oh, there's another commercial, right? Cool.
When it comes to making
make
the world a better place, it's all in the numbers at Mississippi State University. Our big data science researchers are creating astonishing new algorithms to model human behavior and consumer activity to identify anomalous purchasing patterns. Interpreting the data creates heat maps that can signal fraudulent activity
All right, tell everybody on the
and
floor to
even
stand by,
predict
Breland.
likely
Thank you.
cybercrime locations and perpetrators. And as the only academic institution to team
Your
with a
time's ready for
state-level
weather.
DHS agency in the study
Stand
of
by.
transactional data of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, MSU is helping prevent misuse while ensuring that benefits are being used as intended. These successes are opening doors for similar research partnerships with banking, insurance, credit card, and other data-intensive industries, leading to
7,
consumer confidence
6,
in online and other
5,
transactions.
4,
Making numbers
3,
count.
2.
Mississippi State University.
Cut.
Well, we've got some beautifully hot weather going on right now. There's a front off to our north, but we're in this very humid air mass. Some showers are in the area, but I'm expecting them
Well, you
to
give me
stay
2
off
minutes, so we got
shunted
30
south.
seconds.
You can see this dry air that's mixing in just pretty much over Starkville. We got a little
I'm happy
lucky
with
today
this
because those
so far,
showers
and
definitely
I did
popping
not go
off
on, I
around
guess.
I-20 and south. But
Don't
notice
say
our
that
view
too
here in
fast.
the Golden Triangle region. Yeah, there's a couple of itty-bitty pop-up storms that are trying to form, but all that moisture is shunted to the south right now. So we are sitting in the upper 60s with our dew point. So if you are heading out to Bulldog Dash, if you're anything you're doing, it is fairly humid out. We're in the mid 80s right now. Feels like 90 degrees. Where is fall? I don't know where it is, but it's certainly not feeling like fall right now. But if you are heading out, the temperatures will be fairly mild. We're talking about the mid 80s
be a meteorologist at
or lower
WTVA,
80s as we head
so
just past sunset.
she's had
As
some reps
Lucious takes the stage, ludicrously great weather. Baby,
said she's
baby,
from New
baby.
York.
Oh, the temperatures are going to be pretty nice, the lower 70s.
What'd he say?
And overnight, we'll mix in some more mild weather. Temperatures will be starting off in the mid 60s.
Is that so ludicrous
Yeah,
thing?
not great. You're
That's
going to
just
set
a
off
favorite
that
thing.
layer pretty quick tomorrow as well. High temperature is going to be in the upper 80s, feeling like the lower 90s once again. Those temperatures
I'll tell
carrying
you.
on through
I'm
the
also telling
afternoon.
him an
So
ISB.
this afternoon, I had to crank the
You've
AC
got
up when I was in the car. You're going to have to do that tomorrow, and there's going to be no real
I'll give
chance
it
for us to cool off because of any
in just a second.
showers.
It's almost time
I
for
mentioned
me
it's
to
not
give
feeling like fall. When can we expect more
Right, that'll
fall-like
be the
conditions to bring in pumpkin spice season and make it feel a
Right
little bit
now,
nice
1 minute.
to do those
One.
sort of outdoor fall activities? Well, there's going to be a stationary front that's going to stay off to the north. The finally fall-bringing weather system is going to push in sometime on Monday. Take a look how quickly that pushes in. And then for Monday,
2:30s
and
are regular.
Tuesday, let me tell you, it's going to be a whole different ball game that we're dealing with. So dry weather will continue to
Well,
push
it's not my
in,
fault.
and there's going to be a little bit of moisture to the south. If
And
you've
we've
been
got,
paying attention to the weather a little bit, you may have heard of developing tropical system.
Lakin
Well, it's
is
taking
also
its time,
giving time
and it
cues,
will stay
so
further to the
we'll be
south.
okay.
There's a 50% chance now that it'll
30
develop,
seconds.
and if it does, we'll keep you updated. Temperatures for the weekend, upper 80s, copy and paste for Saturday and Sunday. Look at that big dip as we head towards Monday and Tuesday.
Stand
where
by
that
to roll
humidity
that
levels,
pre-recorded weather
I'm certainly going
as
to welcome it.
overseas.
Fall foliage usually comes around
15.
in mid-October, so we're starting to picture in
10,
that nice fall-like
9,
weather. The next
8,
few days
7,
feeling more like summer
6,
than fall, and then
5,
as we head
4,
into next week, we're
3,
talking about the upper
2,
70s for high
1.
temperatures.
Roll it. Cut. Roll.
Coming up, we'll take a look at MSU's new starting quarterback and the continuing success of both volleyball and soccer.
And roll it. Awesome.
The sense of
I guess you can't really do a black frame
we all
there.
have it. Often grown from deep roots in small town communities.
Okay, we can do that.
At Mississippi State University, our Carl Small Town Center is strengthening these ties. With nearly 40 years of making a difference, we're revitalizing communities into welcoming places to work, live, and congregate. By weaving together the best pieces of our
there's
past
setups.
with modern technology and amenities, we're creating the
You've got 30
hometowns
seconds
of
to
the
set
future.
camera 3.
Places where lifetime memories can be made, where you have all the things you need,
Perfect.
along with all the things you want. Through partnerships with our communities, we're identifying
9,
improvement opportunities,
8, stand by.
recommending paths forward, and creating the plans for a better tomorrow.
And cut.
Welcome back to Take 30
Let's
News.
go.
I am Anthony Jenkins
Stand by,
Jr.
take
here with your
PO.
sports update. We have a lot to cover in sports, so how about we get right into it? Unfortunately, our MSU Bulldogs fell short of victory again, losing to the new SEC team in the Texas Longhorns. But we got to
Take
witness
30 this
the
year.
true freshman start
Unfortunate.
of Michael Van Buren Jr.
Roll
The
it.
Bulldogs hung in there in
Cut.
the first half, only trailing 14-6 against the number 2 ranked team in the country, but will lose the game 35-13. The MSU quarterback Van Buren Jr. went 12 for 23 in passing
Make
and
sure we
threw for
don't,
144 yards.
lose time on
Coach
this.
later says the quarterback showed great poise and is looking forward to seeing his growth.
Roll it.
You've got to live it. The experience part of it, you can't buy it. You got to go live it, and that's something for Mike that is
Be coming back on camera out of this.
forward. Is creating great growth for him, understanding some of the good things that he did, and then some of the things where we got a chance to play a lot cleaner. And he knows that, he understands that, and he's answered the bell in a great way.
Roll it. A cut.
The Bulldogs
Don't
now
roll
have
anything.
a 1-4 record for the season, and they will have a bye week this weekend. With the MSU Bulldogs not playing tomorrow, there is still a lot of college football action going on. At noon Eastern Time, the number 9 ranked Missouri Tigers will play the 25 ranked Texas A&M Aggies. And in the afternoon, we'll have the Georgia Bulldogs going against the Auburn Tigers. Ole Miss will play South Carolina,
skipped
and Alabama
some
will play
things.
Vandy and the Commodores. Later in the
I was
evening, we will
holding it
have
in my
the
hand.
Tennessee Volunteers are going on the road to play the Razorbacks.
We're good.
The
Yeah,
SEC
y'all-
is
y'all
stacked with games
caught
for
it up. We're
Saturday,
perfect.
so that's good news, of course, for our football fans. We have more good news, though,
cut them on
as
camera.
our MSU women's volleyball team
Cut.
is still on fire, with them being on a 6-game winning streak.
Roll it.
The Lady Bulldogs
Cut.
defeated South Carolina with a
There
final
wasn't a
score
camera
of
cue in
3-1
there,
in their
but
SEC opener.
that's okay.
The team's record
We wouldn't have
is
known
now
that 'cause we
7-3
didn't
after
run to it.
picking up wins from South Carolina, Southern Miss, Tulane, and UAB. The Lady Bulldogs are now set to play LSU today at home and will play Tennessee this Sunday at 2 p.m. Both games will be streaming live on SEC Network Plus. Our MSU women's
cut back
soccer
to
team
him.
is also on fire
not
as
in
they
there,
are also on a 6-game winning streak. The team
Yeah.
had success last year, making it all the way to
Go
the
ahead and roll it.
16 in the NCAA tournament, and it has carried
Roll
over, it
pass,
seems,
we're not in volleyball.
as
No,
this year they
don't
are
cut.
making history for the
Come
program.
back to him.
I spoke
Roll.
with the head coach and players about how
We're
their
talking
early
about
success
soccer.
is leading to excitement for the rest of the season.
Oh, great. Roll it. And now cut.
We push each other so hard in
Yeah, that's
practices that when we
happy
step
with
on
it.
the
Thank
field
you
for
for
game day,
catching my
like we're
mistake.
ready.
The MSU women's soccer team picked up 3 key wins against SEC opponents Texas, Oklahoma, and LSU. Those games resulted in shutouts and a combined score of 5-0. Head coach James Armstrong says what it takes to keep the same momentum throughout the rest of the season.
Ignore the noise, you know. Number 7 in the country, I think we are right now.
that's irrelevant. It's what happens at the end of the season that counts, right? So for us, we really, really focus on just day by day, process by process, whether that be individual work, small group work, collective work, and we say, just focus on what we can control inside our locker room, inside our building.
The Lady Bulldogs are currently ranked number 7 nationally, according to the United Soccer Coaches Poll. This makes the team the highest ranked in program history. Goalkeeper Harley Head says their practices has really helped them with their early season success.
What we did at practice is going to correlate to what we do on the field, and I think that's like the most important thing, because no matter if you're playing, if you're not playing, like you give your all in the practice, like 110%. And I think what you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you're all putting 110%, then maybe you're confident.
So I guess we're going to come back to Anthony on camera and then go back to Raylen and Aubrey. Okay. So cut to Anthony.
The Lady Bulldogs is set to go against the number 1 ranked team nationally in the Arkansas Razorbacks at home. This game is today at 6 p.m. Central, and we'll be streaming live on SEC Network. That's all we have for sports. Hope to see you guys next week. And back to you, Raylen.
Cut.
Thanks, Anthony. We'll have to catch a game soon.
Absolutely. And coming up, tired of hearing political ads? You're not alone. Learn how to avoid election fatigue when we come back.
All right, roll it. Cut. Now
At
roll
Mississippi
it.
State University, student-led teams are taking one of the
Now last
country's
block.
biggest
So we've added back
challenges to
in.
heart. How to unravel one of science's unsolved mysteries. Researchers in MSU's Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering are asking why and when healthy cells in human arteries can begin changing into bone-like structures that hamper blood flow. This calcification contributes to strokes and heart attacks, 2 leading causes of death in Mississippi. As part of their groundbreaking research, students are designing a 3D model that allows them to understand how arteries act within the body and what changes them.
Tell everybody stand by on the floor.
By recreating what is happening at the cellular level, researchers are pursuing ways to stop and reverse the process of calcification.
Yeah. Wait,
Testing
never mind. I'll tell
treatments
you
could
what
lead to
happens.
new
Stand
solutions,
by everybody on the
helping
floor.
reduce the number of people
9,
struggling with the effects
8,
of poor heart
7,
health,
6,
and ultimately saving
5,
lives.
4,
Mississippi
3,
State University,
2.
getting to the heart of better health for Mississippians.
Cut.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. With the election just a few weeks away, it can feel like some of us are running on empty.
Campaigns are getting down to the wire, but all the ads
I don't know if her microphone was ever on.
can take a toll on our mental health. Daniel Gomez shares some ways to avoid election fatigue.
Roll it. Cut.
Whether you walk down the street or turn on the screen, politics are everywhere.
I think it's really the most important
What'd
election.
you do?
It's a big one for Wisconsinites in particular, being a crucial swing state with a say in who gets to the White House, Congress, and the Senate.
All of the ads everywhere that you're on.
And in the middle of
Facebook,
Beatles guitar, that's when I'll have them set up the
TikTok,
last look
everything
shot.
like that. The ads can just be overwhelming.
Annie Allen is the clinic director at Nystrom & Associates Eau Claire. She says the harsh rhetoric that can be heard on commentary shows or
Hey,
political
Breland,
ads
do
you'll
our
find
anchors
on
know that
TV,
Beatles
the
guitar
web,
is back
or
in the
other
show?
media is harmful to the mind.
I know
Or at least
in
tell
my
them that we
work
put
I
Beatles
hear
guitar back in the show,
about
and it will be in the window.
fear,
Or
stress from many people,
Teleprompter.
and I'm just
Okay,
I'm
yes,
just
I
one
told them.
It will be in the
Having an
teleprompter.
obsession
It will be
or
in the
overconsumption
teleprompter.
of the media can
Thank you,
also
Breland,
be
you're the
a
best.
hard
You're welcome.
habit to kick.
having the TV on all day. Also, checking it off and on throughout the day. Usually there isn't that much more new information.
Allen says practicing mindfulness is a start.
Find something, plan a time. I'm going to look at some things for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go engage in life.
Voters I spoke with agree and say they try when they can.
Most of the time I will just turn it off for a little bit and kind of just do something else. Turn my brain off, anything like that, do dishes, do chores.
That's why I'm here on this
I love
beautiful,
these super
gorgeous
wide
walk.
interview shots that
Meditate,
make them look
pray,
super
take
tiny.
walks out into nature. That's what you need to do.
It'll be over soon.
Daniel
No, it's
Gomez,
fun.
WEAU
It's a
13
creative
News.
decision. I like it. All right, and cut.
For those of you who still need to register to vote in Mississippi, make sure you fill out an in-person application at your county clerk's
There's something
office.
going on with her microphone.
And here on Take 30, we like to finish our newscast with some fun. So take a look at this. A junk dealer found a painting in the basement of an Italian
Roll it.
villa 6 decades
Oh,
ago.
no, he did it.
And experts now say it's an original Picasso worth millions. The oil painting features Picasso's asymmetrical style of a woman in a blue dress with red lipstick. It's now believed to be a distorted image of a French photographer and poet, Dora Maar, who is Picasso's lover, according to an expert. The man who found the painting hung it up in the family home and restaurant for about 50 years. The family tried to authenticate the artwork, and finally, last month, Picasso's signature on the artwork was certified as authentic. The painting is valued at around $6.6 million.
Cut.
All right, well, music enthusiasts and collectors will get the chance to rock and roll and get a piece of history from the music next month.
Roll it.
This electric guitar that George Harrison played during the Beatles' early years will be up for bid at the annual Rock and Roll Music Auction in Nashville. The resident Futurama played a crucial role in shaping the Beatles' sound in music history. Harrison purchased the guitar in 1959 from a music store in Liverpool, and it quickly became his go-to instrument. The guitar is now valued up to $800,000.
Weather now.
All right, last time before we go, Anthony, what is our last weather take for this week?
Well, I'm saying move clouds, get out the way. Honestly, we're going to see some nice conditions as we head into the next couple hours here. It is fairly humid though, so conditions aren't that great. Feels like conditions are in the lower 90s. We won't really get away from all that muggy feel for the next couple days at least. We'll have to carry that through the weekend. Temperatures, if you're planning out to the concert, lower 80s just around 7 o'clock just after sunset. And then we'll be working into the lower 70s right when Ludacris pops on.
Is this for the end of the show?
Overall, it's going to be a beautiful evening.
3. Cut.
Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for joining us on Take 30. And make sure to keep up with us by following us on Instagram.
We'll see you next week. And as always, Hail State.
Switch back to Skycam for me.
Just keep it there.
That's fine. All right, how long do we hold